What's going on, everyone? My name's Hayden. I've been selling on Amazon for about 4 years now. I'm just about to launch my first private label product. Now, I have been doing brand building, a very similar thing, okay, with products sourced from the UK for quite some time now in bundles and things like that. However, this is my first private label product. So I thought, whilst I'm sourcing this live in front of you, going through this step by step myself, I thought I'd bring you on that journey whilst I look for it. So yeah, let's dive into this. So the tool I'm going to be using is Helium 10. If you do want to give it a go, 20% off for 6 months there. Hayden 6M20 at checkout. It's an awesome tool. I'm going to show you exactly how you use it. So I'm going to be using Black Box to get started. And I'm going to be launching a private label product in the USA because, quite simply, it's the biggest marketplace and it's the most powerful marketplace. As I say, I already sell in the USA at the moment with some of my other staff, some of my bundles that I create and things like that, and online arbitrage as well. And I just know the power of it. So let's dive into it. I'm going to click Advanced. You can do the other keywords, but I'm going to click Advanced. And let's go to category to start with. So the type of categories that I'm going to go for is home and kitchen, pet supplies, and toys and games. They're the ones that I know you don't necessarily need loads of documentation for. And also, most of the big sellers that are the most credible in my experience tend to be in these three categories. So, you know, you've got to do what you see others do. Let's look at the review count. Now, the review count doesn't matter as such. It's more about the PPC ad spend, okay? However, I'm going to chuck it in there. I'm going to chuck about 300 in there, okay? Now, as I say, it's not that relevant because it's more about the ad spend. However, I think it's for me, I'm going to put it in there because I don't want anything that's highly competitive. Let's look at number of sellers. Number of sellers, that's absolutely fine. I don't need to look at that, actually. Let's look at the monthly revenue of a specific product we're looking for. Let's do maximum of about 10,000. Now, the reason I'm not going to do more than 10,000, okay, is because if someone's ranking, I'm well aware of the fact that if someone's ranking, selling 10,000 products a month, right? If you want to compete with them, you're going to have to sell the same or more. If you want to knock them off the top spot, you're going to have to sell more. If you want to compete with them, you're going to have to sell about 10,000. So it depends how much you've got to invest, okay? If we look at inventory costs costing around about 1/3, then we're going to need about £3,330. Obviously, we're going to need more than that to actually buy the products. And then we're going to have to spend probably a couple of grand at least on PPC, I would guess, depending on the PPC click to rank. So that's 5 grand just in the first month, okay? Potentially. And I don't want to spend more than that initially for my first private label product. So I'm putting 10,000 there max, okay? So bear that in mind when you're launching your products as well. Let's scroll down here. Number of images, I'm going to put max 2 because if someone's not putting that much effort into a listing, a main giveaway is the images. If they're only going to put 1 image, 2 images, then that means there's definitely room for us to compete and actually improve that listing. The review rating, I'm going to put a 4. I'm going to put a 4 because once again, it means there's obviously an issue with the product or it's not great quality or something like that, and we can improve it. That's what I'm going to do. So let's give that a go. Search. So guys, I'm literally sourcing this product with you live. I'm sourcing it live. Let me know in the comments if you started sourcing products or anything. So what I'm going to go now is actually move myself over here. And what we're going to do is just take a little look. Got my tea down here. Take a little look. Have you got your tea with you guys? Let me know if you're having a sip of tea whilst you're watching this. And what I'm going to do is check to see if I can compete with anything here. Now look at this. Pet products, screen print soft mesh dog. So that looks like something you could pretty easily make, whether we're going to fly over to Turkey or China. Obviously we're going to try not to do that to start with, but I'm up for it. I want to fly over there and build relationships with these companies, with these warehouses, with these places to actually get products. But initially, that looks like the sort of thing we could source online fairly easy from Alibaba or something like that. So let's look at it. It's not actually getting any sales, guys. It doesn't seem to be getting any sales. So you're right. What I've forgotten to do here, silly me, is put a minimum number of sales in here. So let's chuck there. Monthly revenue, let's do 3,000 minimum. These aren't huge numbers, by the way, guys. You need to put a minimum revenue. I completely forgot to do that. These aren't huge numbers, by the way. But it's our first product. Do you know what I mean? We're just getting going. So, what have we got here? That looks very complex. What we're doing is, personally, what I'm doing is just looking down at each product, seeing if it's something that I think is fairly easy to get made, and also something that is not looking like a washing machine like this thing here. Wow, it's $7,985. And I'm also having a quick look over. Oh, there you go. Look, that looks like, to me, something that we could source fairly easily. It's a great price point, and it sold 53 items with a revenue of 3,709. And it's a 4-star, which means there's probably room for us to compete. So that looks quite interesting to me. So let me look into it. Let's have a look into it. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Let's have a little look down here at the Buy Book Grow graph. If you've got Keeper, it's pretty much the same thing down here. Looking at this Chrome extension, yeah, I mean, it's been going for what, 343 days, consistent sales there, consistent price. It looks pretty good. Let's check out the reviews. 3.6 star, and it's still selling 53. Fabric is not breathable. Fabric is not breathable like usual sleazy. The neck and body are not detachable. The legs, look at all these. This is basically the custom saying exactly what's wrong with it so that you can improve on it. Love it, but it runs small. Really like the sleazy. It does run a full size smaller than the other sleazies. So there's a sizing issue there, guys. Stretches like crazy, pulls on over the horse's eyes. Was sent wrong size. So they've got the sizing issue and they think they've been sent the wrong size. It sounds like that's just an issue with the sizing. There's loads of room for improvement there. So what I would do with this product is then try and find the keywords that it's ranking for to see if I can compete. Taking a little while to load, guys. We're almost there. There we go. It's because I've got the recording on as well. So let's have a little look. Let's click Run Cerebro there. And if you don't know what Cerebro is, guys, it's where Helium 10 is finding the keywords. So these sales, these 53 sales this product's just got, are obviously coming from somewhere. So we need to now go and find where the keywords are coming from to get them 53 sales, the main keywords, and then we can see if we can compete. See if I can compete. Okay. So I'm just doing this live sourcing with you guys. This is literally what I'm doing to find my product. Right. Let's do two word count minimum. Actually, I don't think we need to. Let's do a minimum search volume of, what, 200 at least. And I want to find all the organic keywords that this product is ranking for up to like 20. Well, let's say 30. That's sort of like page 1, if you like. So now it's going to show me a list of them keywords that this product is ranking for up to 30 slots. Okay, so pretty much the page 1 this is organically ranking for. If I click over here, you can then see the organic rank on the right here. So this is organically ranking for, and most likely, before even looking at the search volume, this is likely where the majority of the sales are coming from. Oh, okay. So there's only 239 people searching for this. So it's unlikely all of them sales are coming from that. But I'm starting to see that there's probably not that much search for this, which is okay if you only want 50 sales a month. But we want probably a few more than that. But as I say, it's an entry-level product. This is my first product. So 239 a month. Let's click on that. And now I want to validate this keyword. So there's only 128 results, which is good. Now let's load Helium 10 up here with Cerebro. Yeah. God, Helium 10 is just a crazy good tool. So I'm going to hit hide sponsored result there. I don't want to see the sponsored. And I'm going to check the sales. So guys, this keyword, Slinky for horses, there'll be loads of other keywords this is ranking for as well, but a lot of them are getting good sales, guys. I mean, it's not bad. And it's something that we could compete with because it's not really, really competitive. So as a first product, there's no domination by huge brands that I see. They look like they're private label brands to me. Review counts, wow. All of these review counts are really low, okay? Some of them have launched really recently, like this one, 2023. So they launched 3rd of the 1st, 23, and they're getting 50 sales a month-ish, and they've got 0 reviews. Wow, that's crazy. These guys launched 2022, these top 2, and they've obviously improved the product and worked on it and got to the top, I would assume, and spent some money on PPC because they're getting a fair amount of sales, much higher price point than that one, okay? That's got 92. So what I would guess is that they've looked at that one that had an issue and they've improved on it. That would be my guess because you can see their ranking is, well, it's 4.1. So they've tried, but it and they've only got 23 reviews and they're getting a fair amount of sales there. I would say this is fairly easy to compete in because all we need to do is make sure this product is topped up. If we can get more sales than that, and if the cost of the product is only costing me 1/3, then I reckon I could compete against them. And because the PPC spend is not going to be huge, I would guess, I'd have to check the cost of pay per click. I would reckon I could knock them off. So I'm actually quite interested in this, guys. This is literally potentially a product that I've just found. They launched there. They've knocked them off the top spot. They're not getting crazy sales, but if I can find enough keywords and make a really good product, I reckon I could get 150 sales out of that, which is a £5 a month product at least. So then I go down a little rabbit hole and start figuring out what's so good about this product that's making it sell 90 a month. I'll look at the issues. That's what I'm going to do. See what's wrong with it and see where I can improve myself. This is what I could do. I ordered the ink blue. It came more of a light blue. The eye holes were not any larger than the old one. I wanted eye holes larger. They're not happy with the representation of the product, in my opinion. This guy and the color. This guy said don't. This girl, sorry, Jennifer said don't buy. I went through 2 sets of these in less than a month. Quality is terrible. Guys, this is screaming out to me an opportunity. As I say, it's not a huge opportunity. And I don't want you to think it is. But if you make an absolute quality product and we could get them ratings up to 4.5, 4.7, over 100 people viewed it in the last month, it's more likely like 400. It's pretty off that. If I can find a lot more search from these keywords that these guys are not ranking for, with more search volume, look at that suggested bid cost there. It's not actually that much. Then I reckon we could. I reckon we're onto something for an average selling product. But if you improve all them things and make it a better rating, there's no reason it couldn't sell 150. And we might be able to find some more keywords that this listing is not ranking for because it's not optimized properly. So I would go and do that. And I'm genuinely going to do further research into this, guys, because I think it's a great opportunity. Please don't steal it from me. But if you do, make sure that you do it really, really good. It's a great price point as well. So, guys, that's some live research from me. Make sure you get the 20% off Helium 10s for 6 months if you're going to check it out. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. It'd be great to get some feedback. This is just me looking for my first private label product. I'll see you soon.